Hey y'all, how's it going? I am Joy, and welcome to the Test Hypothesis Rising. I did this video with Jonas last night, and we spent 3 very long, but very fun hours recording this thing, and I didn't do an intro really to the episode because doing intros with other people is still something I'm pretty awkward about. So I just kind of wanted to be on camera, which is weird because I'm even more awkward here, but I wanted to let you guys know kind of what's going on and the fact that I will be cutting this down into multiple parts because it's 3 hours. I'm not going to put you guys through that. I did kind of want to intro it. This will be the only intro like this that will be involved. The rest of the videos that I'm doing for it will be my usual text-based kind of intro and outro. And the outro to this one should be text-based as well. But I'm going to try to divide this up as much as possible. Try to keep it more centrally themed to one main talking point that he and I did. But it was really fun hanging out with him again. So be sure to check out the links down below for all of his contacts. He streams on Twitch every day. I'm usually there every day. And so it's a lot of fun trying to grow this thing. And so it was really fun to have him on there. I'm glad that he agreed to join me. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys want him to be involved in more things that I do content-wise, and what other things you would like us to do. Discuss, talk about, play together maybe, I'm not sure. But let me know, and I will ask him if he's on board, and then we will see you guys in another video down the road. But again, intros are hard, okay? So I will catch you guys very, very soon for this video and others, and thanks for watching. So we are doing the Test Hypothesis Rising, and I am joined by Jonas, if you want to introduce yourself.
I think you already did.
True,
Jonas.
but yeah, do you want to tell anybody about you?
Well, I like Rubik's Cubes, and hot dogs are okay, but I like hamburgers more. I prefer walking inside on my treadmill instead of outside. And, yeah. Is that good enough?
Works for me. The only thing I can say is that I figured that doing this kind of thing with someone else would be a lot more fun than just me answering the questions, so I figured who better to ask then.
Yeah, because these games have, man, these are amazing video games. There's so much intensive gameplay that you have to, really try hard to explore all of the intricacies of this super three-dimensional world.
Yeah, it's definitely advanced. Personally, I like these kinds of games just because they're silly. So, I've already played the test, and technically you did too, so we both kind of know what's going on.
You get asked a bunch of questions, and you can't do anything except for say yes or no.
Pretty much, yeah. Even if the question is not a yes or no kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep, so...
It's like, do you like this or that? And you're like, yes or no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the ones in the horoscope was, would you run or fight? Yes or no? It's like, yeah? Alright.
I think they're a male.
Fate?
Just based off of the facial structure.
Yeah, I would...
Their eyes are feminine and their hair is feminine, but I think it's just because of anime.
Yeah, that would make sense. I like the blood on the bed still.
That is kind of weird, wearing a skull.
Yeah? Like, do you think it's like a skull mask, or is it just supposed to be like a skeleton thing for the game?
Yeah, it's a skull mask.
Okay.
You can see his eyes underneath the thing. Like his eyelids underneath the eye sockets or whatever.
Yeah,
the mask.
that's true.
It's definitely mask. And you can see his lower lip on the top would not be like where it is.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It must be like small, because then they'd have to wear like a big skull, like a bigger person's skull.
Yeah, it's like a half mask. You're right, because I do see the mouth and the whole chin divide. So you're right. All right. So first question is just, are you happy? So don't mean content. Being content is great.
Oh, that was the last question of the other one.
Yeah, of the horoscopes. They're kind of continuing where that first one left off. So content is not the same.
Wow, it's...
Yeah. It's like an actual series.
I don't see the options. Wait, are there options right now?
No, he's just she, he, they are just telling us about it. Want to inspire you to be the best that you can be.
Okay.
Inspired to
Okay.
be the happiest person you can. Going inside or out. The intro to these are really, really long. I just like that. Alright, 100% entire honesty. That should be easy, I would assume.
I think I'm having a hard time seeing it. I think it's
Yeah,
like going way slower than what you're
probably, yeah.
doing.
Alright, did you see the screen change there?
Yeah.
Alright, good. It's my first time screen sharing, so things are probably a little wonk, but we're gonna try. Oh, that's funny. You wouldn't want to tempt fate by lying, would you? It's funny because his name is Fate, so. Game is so... The setup is stupid. The questions themselves I like.
What would you tempt them to do?
Exactly, like, what am I tempting you to
I
do or
don't get
tempting
why
you
you have to
with?
bother to answer them honestly anyways. Like, it's like, it's got that, like, kind of cringy, like, emo 13-year-old girl vibe
Yeah,
to the whole game.
yeah, and then like this part here, not to mention the fact that whether you tell
So,
the
a
truth
lot
or
of it's
not,
kind
I'll
of just
know.
like, eh.
Yes, it is kind of eh. I just, I choose to answer them 100% honestly because I think that's just part of the fun, like getting to know you and pushing your thoughts or whatever. But
No, why would you? I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't.
yeah,
It's not going to be like, have you ever murdered somebody?
well,
And then you're
yeah,
going to be like, oh yes, I'm going to just answer yes to that, and like now I'm going to have the cops called on me or something for my LP on YouTube.
yeah, that would be oof.
I don't like the font.
Me neither. The fonts in the other one were a lot more readable. Um,
The
sometimes good people
problem
do bad
that I
things.
have is the little the text box there has the same font but not in red, and it takes away from the whole effect of like what the font's supposed to look like.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, I think this is
And it's also
chiller.
not even like centered or anything. It's
Mm-mm.
like it's just silly.
Game design 101. Always center your fonts.
Yeah. I mean, it's a chalkboard. Like, they have it set up as a chalkboard made out of skulls and crossbones. And so,
Mm-hmm.
like, the chalk color is the name, but then everything else is red. And it's like, but why is it's either one or the other? You can't have both, or else it just looks silly.
Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna do like a full chalkboard effect, I would have preferred Fate to be kind of like more jagged. Like it was rushed and written up there instead of it just being straight but not centered.
I like 2/3 of this game is just black nothingness.
Yeah, like they should at least have something popping up in the corner. Like at least in this one, they do give us a character now, where the first one you didn't really have this in the side. But
I don't even know if that's better because you're just gonna stare at the exact same thing the whole game. No one else
true,
talks to you.
true.
It doesn't
In
even
the
animate
confession
or anything.
that I well, yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. In the confession that I played, which I am not playing for YouTube because absolutely not. But in that one, she at least did have like some expressions, and she was looking other directions and all of that. So I mean, they tried a little bit in their parody of themselves, but
Did they actually like have voiceovers for this? I mean, it wouldn't be that hard if your game is like 99.9% text.
yeah, they should have had
I
somebody
think it
reading
might
them to
be a
you.
thing that would be beneficial if you could toggle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be helpful actually. You're right.
I think that would be better than having the text being like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having like being able to read along with it, but
The
I think
apostrophe
having
there is actually an exclamation point. Here we go. Yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, thanks, Death, or whatever your name is.
Fate.
Here we go. Hey, let's get ready to rumble.
Do you feel
Ouch.
uncomfortable? No.
That's how fate talks to us.
Yeah, yeah. I can see him being that kind
I
of.
wish I could see it.
Oh, sorry. Is it being laggy again? Is it being stupid? It's probably
I
being stupid.
mean, are you what frame rate are you streaming to me at?
15, I think.
Okay,
It shouldn't be.
yeah, it should be 15. I think that's the only thing that it can be.
Yeah. It is really laggy, though. You're right.
It says I'm experiencing reduced quality.
I told you it was going to be a
It's
problem.
like barely loading.
Yeah.
It says I'm experiencing 5 FPS.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I can't get the questions any other way then.
Well, I was going to read them to you,
I
I
mean,
guess, but
he's making me feel uncomfortable, but
you
I
want to say
mean,
yes
you
then?
can still read them. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. All right. So, do we say yes or no to? Okay, good. Because that's what I was thinking.
Do I feel uncomfortable about like how I'm sitting or like what the situation is? Because I'm
Just
sitting pretty comfortably right now.
same. Just in general, like,
Because I know how long these games are.
freaking, yeah. I wish I was able to do the same, but no, it's a warm
No,
room.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah, same. I'm a lot more comfortable now than I would be if I was doing it alone. Do you feel cold?
Why would I
You're
be
always
nervous?
cold. But because of the impending questions to come, not
What?
knowing what they're gonna ask. Although we have a pretty good idea what they're gonna ask, so.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna say no for this one because we're both kind of not cold.
Oh, you asked. I didn't even realize that you actually
Yeah, I asked if you felt
asked
cold.
that because they said it, because it didn't even pop up until just now.
Maybe I should just not screen share to stop the
No.
confusion, but I'll just keep going. All right.
It's summer. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Do you feel sad? Also no?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
I feel a lot of nothingness right now.
Yeah, that was we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, just completely dead inside. So not sad, just void of any emotion at all, pretty much. So that's a good way to start.
I'm just tired.
Which is the opposite of sad.
Walked 10 miles, so
I thought you said it was 9.
is walking the opposite of sad?
I mean,
don't know,
sometimes it can
something
make
like
you
that.
sad. So, all right. Have you
the next
ever?
question.
Yeah. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it?
Like physically or emotionally?
I think that's
'Cause emotionally, I think everybody's done that.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably yes on this one. I know that I have, at least in that regard. But
Yeah,
physically no. But
darn it, we're out of milk for cereal. Aw, I'm so upset. And then being like,
blaming someone else immediately.
no, I'm not gonna hang out with you today, person. Yeah, you took the milk. Dare you? And then they're like, oh no,
It wasn't even my fault.
scapulas, they hurt so much now.
Wow. Okay.
Right in the freaking shoulder blade.
Because that's where you feel the emotional pain first.
What?
At all times.
Yeah.
All right.
And like it radiates out into like your trapezius muscles. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right. Do you crave acceptance by others? No?
Is that the same thing as Jello?
I don't think so.
It's not the same thing as Jello, so probably no.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like Jello to begin with, so if it was the same thing, I would still say no.
No, okay. I like Jello.
I know you do. It's so jiggly. I can't. We've had that conversation before. I can't get into Jello.
I can jiggle.
Yes?
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Yes.
Oh, that's wiggling. Never mind.
I mean, you could do both, but...
Is it the same thing? I mean,
I mean,
wait.
I think
Is
so.
jiggling just like... No, it's like a specific location. So like wiggle, but only isolated to a certain part of something. Then that's jiggling.
Maybe. I always thought it
Because
was
like you could like
advanced wiggling.
jiggle a key,
True.
but you wouldn't wiggle a key.
Yeah.
Well, you guess you could wiggle a key, but you would more jiggle a key.
Jiggling of a doorknob.
I don't know.
But you wouldn't wiggle a doorknob.
But like I can wiggle my whole body, but I would jiggle my leg.
Yeah.
My leg could jiggle.
Yeah, that's true. So then, like,
But I couldn't jiggle.
So jiggling would be something that has a fixed point, like of a doorknob, where a wiggle is just like all over the place.
Yeah.
All right.
Comparative to something else.
Yeah. That makes sense. I can see that.
I can't jiggle. But wait. It takes two to jiggle. It takes two to tango. It takes two to jiggle.
I like that. That's fair. So we're just gonna say no to this one then, because Jello. Have you ever lost a loved one?
Oh.
Yes. I think pretty much everyone has.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. We didn't really need to even discuss that one.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Well, I mean, you would still have a loved one, right? Like, I would assume family is still a loved one.
No, I don't think that's how psychopaths work.
Good thing I'm not one. I wouldn't even know what to do. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? I don't think I do.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, that's like experiencing. Do you know what the color blue is? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's not going to be what other people say blue is.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's something that is varied by person. So, like, I wouldn't experience it the same way that you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so...
Sure.
So...
In my own way.
Yeah, I guess sure. But I don't really know if I've ever...
Do you have a vague understanding of what heartbreak feels like? Yes.
When you put it that way...
What heartbreak is.
Yeah, I've read enough to know.
You kind of almost know what this is on.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll agree with that one. Do you believe in demons? No, except for our own. Like, we all have our own inner demons. So,
no.
But no.
Actually, I just saw a anime called Demon Slayer.
Oh, you finally watched that.
Oh yes, listen to that. Dr. Pepper.
Popcan ASMR.
Yeah. Fizzy.
Mine's currently kind of dead, so...
Yeah, I mean, no. Demons don't exist.
Yeah.
Tasty. But you could call something a demon, and then it would exist.
Well, yeah, but that's just something that you gave the name of. It's not actually a thing.
You literally read that. I thought you were giving an answer.
No.
No, you literally... Because you... It was such a stupid random question in the middle of nowhere. It was like all these like questions about like, I don't know,
actual
like,
life
your
stuff.
innermost feelings, and then it's like, do demons exist? do ostriches exist? That should be another question.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an ostrich?
Do you think the Earth is flat? Are there penguins?
We should do that. Just like write up a stupid questionnaire.
Are polar bears white or are they clear?
Oh God.
What color are polar bears? Yeah.
Well, I mean, white is the
Clear.
absence
They're
of
clear.
colors, so they're not anything, I guess, technically.
My final answer.
All right. Do you believe in curses? We did
No,
have.
I think they...
We did have the too soon curse.
No, well, I mean, like saying bad words, or like
Again,
Like
yeah, it depends on
I
how you
mean,
want to
if
define
you
the word.
look in a mirror and say Mickey Mouse's name 3 times, you'll appear.
I think they're going for like a hex, putting a hex or a curse on somebody. Like when Too Soon the Spoink just kept killing everybody's
Oh,
ROM because Troll said so. I'm gonna say no
oh,
because it's
okay.
silly.
Then no,
Yeah,
no. Yep, that's silly.
yeah, very silly. Would you consider
Silliness is
yourself to
is
be
a thing.
spiritual? I don't
No,
really think either of us are like super spiritual. I'm more so than
no,
you, but neither one of us is like uber with it. So no.
not at all.
Are you afraid of dying alone? Kind of, for me. Like that's one thing I don't
I
want
feel
to
like
have
we've
happen.
answered these questions. I mean, I bet they just have a random question generator and they just like
Yeah, because
shove the same like
this is in every
they're like,
single
all right,
one.
time for a new game. Let's take all of the same questions
Yeah,
and like randomize them and pop them back out, and then
yeah.
like they have like
The only one.
70% of the questions are like
Oh yeah, they're all the
something or the
same,
same.
or some variant thereof. The only game that I've done from them that did not have duplicates was The Confession,
Disappointing.
because it was all one theme of.
Are donuts spiritual?
Um, no.
Hmm,
Is there a donut
that's
deity?
that's good, I guess. Donutity.
A donity, yeah.
I don't think I'm afraid of dying alone. I mean, everybody's kind of afraid of dying. I think like that's part of living.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really afraid of
Like
dying
not
myself
really
so
like
much. I just don't want to.
afraid of it in like yeah, I get like the not like it's not like a fear of it, more of just like a sad inevitability that it'll happen. You know, like it
Mm-hmm.
just makes you go feel down when you think about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so like, where's the
Anyways,
line of?
dying alone. I mean, I would.
I don't want to like. What's the line between being afraid of it
Yeah,
and then just like really not
it
wanting it to
depends
happen?
on what dying alone is. Like dying alone in the sense of like I'm gonna freaking sit here and starve to death because I can't do anything myself. Like in a box forever, or
Yeah, like you
like
you
the
have.
aloneness, I guess, wouldn't be the
Yeah,
factor then. It
it's
would just be
the
how
idea that
I
you have
die.
no
I don't
one,
care if I die
basically.
alone.
I think what they mean by that is
Everyone
like.
kind of dies alone.
Mm, I mean, not really. There's stories of people like being surrounded by their loved ones and their family and all of that at the end of life. So it's not like.
Yeah, but they're still like they're the one dying, so they're like
Well, yeah,
alone in the dying.
but they're not alone when they do. So if you're alone, then you have no one to miss you, no one to, you know, care, I guess, is kind of the thing on that.
Well,
And
that
that's
would
where
be
I'm
a
like,
fear of having a legacy or not being alone. Like everyone is alone, I think, in their own dying.
well, just because no one's taking that journey with you doesn't, that's not what they mean by being alone. Like, you don't have anybody around you when you do. Like, there's no one in your life. You live alone. No one cares, basically. It's not that you're the only one who's going to die. That's very literal of
Yeah,
dying
but
alone.
but that's not what it.
You can easily infer that they mean
But
not being alone.
I don't think that's the case. But all right, no.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say no because literalness